Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to go over why I think you should use aggressive action. Give that a shot. But before we do, just again, my content is unscripted. So like always, I'm going to put the chapters down below in case it gets a little long-winded. And then later on in the video, there will be 2 boss fights. One with the goat at the end of the chapter 2. Really, or the second boss, if I'm not mistaken. And then there will be a boss fight with one of my favorite enemy types. I just call them the Bloodborne beasts. They're those big beasts that jump in the air, crush the ground, have a bunch of chaos damage. But yeah, just that being said, let's get into aggressive action. Just go to our skill tree. It is in the penetrate tree, and aggressive action is one of 2 dodge attacks that you get. One is nimble blitz, which is a swift attack, and the other is aggressive action. Now, because you have 2 swift attacks, because you have 2 dodge attacks, what it really comes down to is, okay, why would I choose aggressive action over nimble blitz? So if I'm in a fight and I've just dodged, right? Why would I choose nimble blitz, or why would I choose aggressive action over nimble blitz? So there's a couple reasons why. The first one is that it's faster. So if your enemy is attacking in a quicker tempo and you want to get an attack in before you have to either dodge backwards or you have to deafness dodge, you would want to use aggressive action. It's faster, so after you use deafness, or after you just dodge in, you hit a quick aggressive action, potent blow, dodge attack, and then you can deafness again after that, or you can resume just whatever combo that you were doing, right? You can go from aggressive action into a light attack or a swift attack, and then continue your Howling Blade combo, or do a light or a swift attack and then go into Whirlwind, or use a spirit skill. Now, the other reason to use aggressive action over nimble blitz, right? Because I think the vast majority of people use nimble blitz. 1, because it looks cool, but 2, because the majority of people are using Whirlwind, so it's easy to just use deafness or to dodge in using nimble blitz and then immediately using Whirlwind, right? That makes sense. But carrying on. The other reason to use aggressive action over nimble blitz is not only that it's faster and it's an uncharged version, but that it can be charged. So if you have bonuses, if you have a lot of bonuses from either your necklace, your ring, or your gear set, mainly the Furious Bandit Wield set, you can refresh your fire attributes using aggressive action mid-combo, right? So this is a lot easier than refreshing your fire damage using, charging Flash Cutter, or resetting your combo and using Outrage, right, to have a charged sprint attack to refresh those fire attributes. So you could be in the middle of your combo and you can charge aggressive action to refresh that duration for that fire. Now, the third reason that aggressive action would be a better option than nimble blitz is that spirit skills have a faster activation time from aggressive action than they do nimble blitz. So what I mean by that is, if I use deafness, all right, let's say I'm attacking my enemy, I hit a deafness dodge, and then I hit aggressive action, I will be able to activate Gust or Flash Cutter, right, any of my spirit skills, or Ruthless, faster coming out of this dodge attack than I can out of nimble blitz. The best thing that I would use to compare that to is, for example, if you're using a spear and you use trance, right? If I'm using spear and I hit shadow reversal, right? Or if I'm just in the middle of a combo and I hit shadow reversal and then I hit trance, trance will pop instantly out of that combo. But if I try to hit the same combo, I hit Shadow Reversal, and then I try to use like After Image Thrust, right? It is not nearly as fast, and it will not activate as fast as Trance, right? Same exact thing with Dual Wield. If I hit my Deafness dodge, right, and then I go into aggressive action, it will be faster to follow up with Gust, Flash Cutter, Ruthless, whatever the case, even Wind Piercer, any spirit skill, than if I use Nimble Blitz. So those 3 reasons may seem small, but when you're actually fighting an enemy, especially faster ones, those can really help you out in avoiding damage, especially if you're following it up with Gust, right? And this is the kind of highlight skill that I would use, because again, we know that you're using Deafness in your combo, right, to dodge while attacking. So if I dodge an attack and then I hit aggressive action, and then let's say I'm out of stamina and I won't be able to hit another Deafness dodge, or I'm managing my stamina and I know that if I use Deafness to dodge the next attack, it's going to leave me vulnerable by being too low on stamina or completely out. I can dodge, right? I can use my aggressive action, and then the next attack coming in, I can immediately pop Gust and negate that damage, right? So those 3 reasons, those are really the primary reasons why I would use aggressive action over Nimble Blitz. But to be completely clear, I use them both. And I try to use them both specific to the situation, right? So they both do have their purposes, but they're not completely necessary, right? You can still get away with even using neither of the skills, right? But they're quality of life improvements, and they're good overall. So other than that, that's about all I have to say about them currently. I might readdress them in a build guide later on down the road, but other than that, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the fights.